Mary Stuart was born at Linlithgow Palace, in Linlithgow, Scotland, on December 8, 1542. Queen Mary's father was King James V of Scotland, and her mother was Mary of Guise. She had several illegitimate siblings. She would marry 3 times in her life, the first to the Dauphin, Francis, who became King of France in 1559. She then married her first cousin, Henry Stuart, Lord Darnley, but it was suspected he was murdered by her third husband, James Hepburn, 4th Earl of Bothwell. She had one son, James, by her second husband. Her education was conducted in France, and was of the highest degree. Mary was taught to play the lute, and virginal. She also wrote poetry, was taught needlework, and tutored in horsemanship and falconry. She was also taught French, Italian, Latin, Spanish and Greek besides her native Scottish. Mary became queen from the tender age of just 6 days old. Being so young, Scotland was ruled by regents, until she became of age. Queen Mary I returned to England 9 months after her first husband died. She was grief-stricken. Mary was a devout Catholic, but nevertheless, with an eye to the English throne, Mary tolerated a good deal that was Protestant. Her second marriage, although unhappy, did produce a child, James, who would succeed his mother to the throne. It was widely suspected the explosion that killed Lord Darnley was caused by the hand of the 4th Earl of Bothwell, James Hepburn, who would become Mary's third and final husband. Having been forced to abdicate in favor of her son, Mary attempted to regain her throne, but unsuccessfully, and was forced to flee to England, under the protection of her first cousin, Elizabeth I, who promptly suspected her motives, and had her imprisoned. Having been imprisoned for 18.5 years, Mary was convicted of plotting to have Queen Elizabeth I assassinated, and was subsequently sentenced to death, by beheading. Queen Mary I of Scotland was executed, on February 8, 1587 at Fotheringhay Castle.